But right now, out of all the time going through America, I would think that the Bible Belt was rough on you guys.
It was rough, but I noticed the clubs were, even Zanies, who we performed for the Dolphins for years, they had us listed as R rated. R rated, which is the first time for us. And so we laughed. And matter of fact, I took the poster from the club because it said R rated, like fucking across the whole son of a bitch. And I go, I got to frame that thing and hang it up in the garage because R rated. But I think that the clubs are just trying to cover themselves by putting out this disclaimer, but it also keeps people away who may be too salty and can't handle real life shit, you know? So, and we weren't worried about any Me Too shit. We shot from the holsters. We didn't even pull our fucking pistols out when we were in Nashville or Little Rock, and especially Clarksville. Those fucking people were riding emus and fucking donkeys and tying them up out front, you know, to the stable. I mean, we performed in some towns that purposely.
We performed in towns where there's no alcohol. You know, they were so religious and so many churches. It was a dry. You couldn't go buy a tall can of beer
30 miles, maybe.
For 30 miles. There was only one.
They call them dry county.
Yeah, dry county. We didn't even know this existed. Yes. Here in Hollywood, we could go get a tall can and some heroin, $6.50. We're out the door.
Yeah.
You know, but when we went there, there was no
CBD.
Yeah.
Come down in the morning.
But there's no alcohol. The only place that had alcohol was where we performed. And before we got there, people were hammered. We knew when we walked in, we were signing asses the minute we walked in. There's pictures on our Facebook. People can go look at this. We were signing asses 5 minutes when we walked in. Like, they thought rock stars were there. I'm like, they haven't even seen us yet. They were just there to have a good fucking time. Yeah. So those are the people that wanted to spend their money, worked hard all week. You know, they're farmers. They're people that do hard work. These aren't people that just sit in an office. They don't even have a fucking Starbucks.
They work for Netflix.
Yeah, there's none of that shit. These are people that are digging holes. They're hardworking folks.
Walmart and Tyson Chicken. I guess Tyson's plants there. And so Tyson's a big employer there, and so is Walmart distribution or whatever. So,
but they're hardworking people. They were just there to have a good fucking time. We feel them out in the first 5 minutes, and we're not all about sex, but we just say there's no one that does what we do, you know. But we just tell stories about our childhood that people love to hear. You know, us getting arrested at 10 years old. You know, all this shit we got arrested at 10 for 3 felony count extortion at 10. I mean, that's a pretty good fucking lick at 10 years old.
For prank phone calls.
Yeah. You know, we almost got away with 10 fucking thousand. Like, legit, we had it. And then our friend, hey, it was his turn to go in. So he took the fucking hit for us. You know, that's what I'm saying. If we grew up with you, Lee, you just now be getting out of fucking prison.
Yeah, for sure.
But the Bible Belt loved it. You know, we were worried. Comics were telling us shit at the store, and we went down there, but we just did what we do, and it was fun.
How long were you guys gone for?
That was a 10-day run, and then the next one is coming up in Florida. We're doing Florida for 10 days, and then we're doing New Mexico and Northern California.
We try to do, because he has 2 daughters, we try to do 10, 14 days, home for a week. Then we just do LA gigs, you know, whatever, and then we go for 2 weeks. That way he's a part of his kid's life, you know, so that's important. I don't have kids. I don't give a fuck.
Right, you go out there for 6 months.
I don't care. I live out there.
You don't give a fuck.
I love.
You send clothes home.
No,
I don't even care.
That's why him and I fight sometimes, because he wants to go make that money and I'm turning down a gig, but I can't miss the such and such dance or the, you know, my 2 little girls are expecting me to be there, and Chad's always making fun of me. I paint nails, braid hair. I'm a bad motherfucker. You know, I get after it. You know, being
when you have a daughter, you see it. Like last night for the first time, she came up to me as I was leaving, and she wrapped around my leg and said, I don't want you to go. And I had to talk to her like for a couple fucking minutes. And this morning I got up before she did, and I went in my office. I got my cup of coffee. My wife woke up. I talked to her for a few minutes. I went back in the office. I went to the fucking outside to hit the bong. And when I came back in my room to the back door, she was on the floor playing with the cat. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? She's like, nothing. I want to hang out with you. So I watched YouTube with her, and then I went out to get another cup of coffee. And my wife goes, she woke up and she asked if you were awake. What's going on? I go, I don't know. She's working me, and today, as I was leaving, she goes, let me carry the bag to the door for you. So I looked at her as I was leaving, I go, listen, I don't know what you're working me for. I don't know how much this is going to cost me. But whatever it is, it's worth it. You're doing a great job. Yeah. It's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
I love all that. But Chad, the same stuff that you've experienced, same with me. And I got a 2-year-old and an 8-year-old. So I missed a lot the first time around because Ralphie had us out like Chad was talking about. We were just excited and ecstatic that somebody was giving us that opportunity to be gone for 6 fucking months and literally not come home. Like if we did come home, it was just for a day or two because Ralph was working Wednesday to Sunday somewhere. So you had Monday, Tuesday. But we sacrificed a lot during those times. So now that things have changed over the past 2 years, now we're doing it to where we're 2 weeks out, 2 weeks home. And sometimes we do 3 weeks, but I'd rather be home those 2 weeks. And I'm the room dad. I go to second grade and give every kid fucking dirty looks like I'll fucking kill every kid here if you fuck with my daughter. You know?
It gives you a balance.
Yeah.
It gives you I'm balanced right now.
Yeah.
I do a little writing, you work out a little bit, you do a podcast, you go to the store, you go to a fucking martial arts class with your daughter, you go to Menchie's. I went to a recital today at 12:30 at the church.
Right.
You know, there's always something to do. Do I wish that I could go on the road like a renegade for a 2-month tour? I would love something like that now. It sucks to take a plane and come back and take that plane and come back. It really does. And because I shot that movie, I was gone for 18 days. It was a little too long from what I expected, but when the movie comes out next September, I'm going to do a Wednesday through the next week tour. Do like 9 shows in 10 days and come back and rest for 10 days.
Right.
Go back out.
Sure.
Do 10 days because those plane tickets are getting expensive.
Oh,
and
man.
you just got to bang out as many gigs in between those plane tickets. If not, you know, when you figure that plane ticket out and figure it out in your payments for every night, you're like, okay, the plane ticket cost me $28 a night for me to do it.
That's crazy. You said that's exactly what we do.
That's how you have to think about it. You're a CEO of a business.
Yep.
There comes a time in comedy where the open mic and that one level is done. There's that one medium level that you stay in. It's a limbo. It's a comedy limbo. You're featuring for people. You're getting paid well. You're doing a good job, but you're also headlining some gigs. And some people are telling you to your face, you can't work my club till you get a credit. And other people's enjoy that you sell tickets and, you know, it's a lower end club or whatever.
Right.
So you're going back and forth. You need that one thing to push you over the cliff. You need that, just that one thing to push you over the cliff. And we sit there and wait, and then you go, wait a second. There's only one person who can push me over the cliff. It's me if I want to take the jump. So how do I get to that next level? And that's what you guys are starting right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Book me for one night and let me prove my worth. Give me 70% of the door, whatever the fuck you want to give me, and let me come into your room. Some nights you're going to take a bump.
Yeah.
Some nights you're going to take a hit. But if you go out 8 nights, 6 out of 8 nights, you're going to do well. That's 4 fucking winners.
Yeah.
You know, you balance it out. You know, you sell some T-shirts, and, you know, 3 of the clubs will ask you back.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.